from the dark side of the street to the bright side of the road. We'll be lovers once again on the bright side of the road. From the darling, come with me. Come and help me share my load.
Come and help me share my load.
From the dark end of the street to the bright side of the road. And into this life we're born. Baby, sometimes we don't know why. And it seems to go by so fast. In the twinkling of an eye, let's enjoy it while we can.
Let's enjoy it while we can.
You can help me share my load.
You can help me share my load.
From the dark end of the street to the bright side of the road. And into this life we're born. Baby, sometimes we don't know why. And the same seems to go by so fast. In the twinkling of the lights, let's enjoy it while we can.
Let's enjoy it while we can.
You can help me share my load.
You can help me share my load.
From the dark end of the street to the bright side of the road. To the bright side of the road.
To the bright side of the road.
To the bright side of the road.
To the bright side of the road.
Yeah, to the bright side of the road.
Woohoo! Good morning. Good morning. Happy New Year. It's the first Sunday of 2018. Hard to believe, I know. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to everyone online. Welcome if you're here for the first time. Thank you for bringing your consciousness to the Center for Spiritual Living Toronto. So, I should bring it down a bit, and I'd like you to contemplate this thought. You cannot not be in the presence of the goodness of the universe. I'm going to say that again. You want a noodle underneath me? I know you've missed doing that. It's nice to have Brendan back with us. You cannot not be in the presence of the goodness of the universe. There's no other place to be, no other place. It is we who are not present. All spiritual teachings teach how to be in the present moment, how to be present to your own brilliance, your own love, your own light. When you're present, you will experience the presence of goodness, of expansion, of love, of light. The difficulty and the problem is we're often somewhere else. We're racing about somewhere else in our mind. We're in the past, we're in the future. Let's all take a breath. take a breath right now, in this moment. And if you're comfortable, you can even place your hands over your heart. Breathing into that beautiful, powerful, wise heart space. Breathing in, being present to your own wisdom, your grace, your love, your light. Let go of any moment that preceded this very moment. This is where we learn to live 10 seconds at a time. Maybe even a second at a time. Moment by moment by moment. For you cannot not be in the presence of universal goodness. For you are here now. And so it is.
How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How deeply you're connected to my soul. How deeply you're connected to my soul.
That was exquisite. Thank you, Aidan Farrell. Thank you. So, in this first Sunday of 2017, The warmest day of the year so far.
Long time coming.
It is. It's such a warm Sunday. I have announcements. We are having a flash sale out in the fellowship area. We are clearing out, and the New Year is a great time to do this. So you can clear out all of the clutter from here and take it home into your own home, and then clear out all the clutter you don't want in your own home. So anything out on those tables, we gratefully accept a love offering for. So take as much as you want. We are making space to bring in a lot of new products, and I was talking to somebody about this last night, about how the products that we are bringing into the Live Well store are all products that give back in the world. And then I said, I really should list all the different organizations on the website. And she said, yeah, that might be a really good idea. It's a good marketing scheme. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. But this is what we're doing. We're creating space so that we can bring in new products. There's some wonderful, wonderful entrepreneurs in this city and across Canada who are doing such great work. They're creating these products, but they're also giving back in the world. And that's what we're about. So please take them all home with you today. On Wednesday, our meditation continues at 6 o'clock. Our Science of Mind study group continues from 7 to 8:30. We have an essential oils class on Saturday, January 20th. Upstairs, it's free to attend. And on Monday, January 29th, I am starting the class for 4 weeks, The Soul of Money. And my husband, sitting right there, will attest, as well as a few others, of how amazing this book is by Lynn Twist. It changes your mindset from living in a deficit to living in abundance and compassion and a high level of consciousness. So we're going to do 4 weeks of delving into the book, having a lot of different exercises to really shift our mindset. You can sign up for that out in the fellowship area. You can also sign up for that online. Also, starting on February 10th for 21 days is a detox to speak only positively for 21 days, no matter what. And that is with Jackie Van Mels. You will receive a daily video reminding you about how to show up at work, with your family, with your children, with your friends, with your partner, in life in general, on the subway, and speak only positively. So that's all, 21 days, and it's $21. It's a pretty good detox program. Also, just to let you know, next week we are launching our stewardship program, which usually launches in the fall, but we are going to launch it next week for a month, and we invite you, even if you've already signed up for stewardship last year, which is where you pledge to support the operations of the center, we invite you to please sign a new pledge form, and that is going to be available to you next week. That is it for announcements. I should have like a little ta-da after that. Oh, thanks, Brendan. So, now, what I'm going to invite you all to do is to stand up. We are going to sing our community song this morning, which is All You Need Is Love.
It's also the Canadian national anthem.
Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. There's nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can learn, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. There's nothing you can make that can't be made. There's no one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be in time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. There's nothing you can see that isn't shown. Nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need.
Okay, if you don't have that message embedded in your subconscious mind by now, oh, that was brilliant. Thank you. I'm going to invite up to the lectern our practitioner of the day. He is our practitioner intern here at the center, a brilliant mind, a brilliant storyteller, and so I invite you on up, Nick. And please welcome Nick Maselli.
Okay, so the theme for this this month is success, and the practitioners, and especially the practitioner class that I studied with, know how much I like this topic. I talk about it all the time. I'm going to start with a quote by Ernest Holmes: "The idea of a successful life will create success. This idea will find objective form in the outer world of the one who holds it with conviction." So this is one of many quotes from Holmes that are on the theme that success is in our mind. If we have a successful mind, we can live a successful life. Now I want to read something from, I guess you could say, an emerging poet. "A flower growing to the sun, seed to bud to glorious bloom, a vast field extending beyond the horizon, a riot of brilliant color, full of infinite vitality. From soil, water, and blazing light, a beautiful world of glory and unity. Glory in one, glory in all. We live for each other, your honor is mine, diverse and united, the field goes on forever. Let me grow, let me shine with the brightness of a million candles, illuminating the vast night of experience, bringing only light, love, and peace. One candle uniquely me, I burn and change the world so that all the candles burn brighter. Together we are one. If the flame consumes the forest, it grows again more beautiful than before." That actually came to me this week. And this encapsulates my idea of success. So I knew I needed a reading, and that's what I came up with. So there's a field of flowers, beautiful, all drawing their life from nature. This is the science of mind principle, that we all draw from one source, and we all have freedom to be our own unique selves. And the recognition, the knowledge of this, and my ability to see this and practice it all the time, to me is a huge success. And I went on and used the fire metaphor, the power, the passion, the flame that's inside of me. But again, I wanted to bring in this unity. Bringing myself to success is a good thing, but bringing lots of others to success with me, helping everybody be their true self, and bringing other people along with me in my success is what success means to me. And the last bit about the forest fire, I remember reading that it's a well-known fact as forest scientists that forest fires are a good thing. After they burn out, the plant life grows back really fast and it really rejuvenates the forest. So I thought, this is a true fact, and it's also a good metaphor for bouncing back from adversity. And this is a part of success too, to know that I'm always in perfect divine light. So, and this talk is a success for me. It's a great feeling for me to be up in front of the congregation, giving my ideas and reading my original writing. This is something I want to do because it's one of my gifts, and giving my gift to the world is part of my idea of success. And I invite everyone to think about that and take it in whatever way you want to give your own gift to the world. And these are just some of my ideas. So I don't think I've said the last word on this subject, and I invite everyone to make up their own definition of success. I'm going to read the affirmation, and I'll read it once and then repeat it after me. I believe in myself and in my ability to succeed in all areas of my life. Now with me, I believe in myself and in my ability to succeed in all areas of my life. And again, I believe in myself and in my ability to succeed in all areas of my life. And now, I invite everyone to be completely present in this moment. Just relax, let your cares fall away. I recognize the creative power, the source, the one loving source of all creation. I know that brilliant light, that flame, that love is who I am. And I recognize the divine light in everyone I encounter. I see the goodness, the divine essence. And I know that all of us are brilliant lights, bringing whatever gift we have to the world, changing it, transforming it, making a world for all of us. This riot of beautiful color is something that I feel really grateful for. Knowing all of this diversity is here, that I'm a part of it, an integral part of it, as we all are. I'm grateful to know that. I release the word to the law with confidence, with peace, knowing this truth. Please join me in saying, and so it is.
Nick, brilliant, thank you. Yeah, make sure you leave my pages. Oh, I'm going to invite up Aidan Farrell. She has an original for us today.
It's called No Such Thing. You may have heard it before. Divisive, unkind, sedate our divide. Let your heart, let it shine. So cold and so far. No, it's not who we are. We are rivers, we are stars. Don't fear the wrong things you say. Don't fear the mistakes that you will make. Don't fear the wrong notes you sing when there ain't no such thing. To thyself be true. No, you have nothing to prove. If you got love, you got nothing to lose. Yeah. And don't fear the wrong things you say. Don't fear the mistakes that you will make. Don't fear the wrong notes you sing when there ain't no such thing. And don't fear the wrong one you love. Don't fear that you'll never be enough, no. Don't fear the clipping of your wings when there ain't no such thing. Lost in illusions of who we should be. We're at war with who we are. But it's not fighting that we need. It's the courage to be free. Release your fears and find your peace. Yeah. Woo, there ain't no such thing. Woo, there ain't no such thing. Woo, there ain't no such thing. Yeah. Don't fear the wrong things you say, and don't fear the mistakes that you will make. Don't fear the wrong notes you sing when there ain't no such thing. And don't fear the wrong one you love. Don't fear that you'll never be enough. Don't fear the clipping of your wings when there ain't no such thing. Oh, there ain't no, there ain't no such thing. No such thing. No such thing. No such thing.
Woohoo!
Aidan Farrell.
Thank you. Thank you. Aidan, I love that song. I did not know she was singing that song today. And then she started out, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is absolutely perfect for my talk today. So I just want to go over a couple of lines that she says. To thyself be true. You have nothing to prove. Lost in the illusion of who you should be, we are at war with who we are. Isn't that brilliant? Especially since our theme for 2018 is say yes. Yes, but you must be clear on what you are saying yes to. Be very, very clear. Because if you're saying yes to strife and hardship and lack and limitation, that is exactly what's going to show up in 2018. So be really, really clear. And our theme for this month is about personal success. Say yes to your personal success. So let me ask you this. How many of you base personal success on what you have done, what you have achieved, needing to prove yourself, or if you're like me, I've deemed myself successful based on all the adventures I've had, the experiences I've had, how much I've accomplished in my careers, multiple, and by the amount of nice clothes that are hanging in my closet. That, it's like, hey, we have learned to base our personal success on something outside of ourselves. And for me, growing up, I had two parents in the 60s and 70s who were commercial pilots, who were extremely competitive with each other, they were bush pilots in Alberta, very highly accomplished. The expectation and the bar was set very, very high for my brother and I. So it was all about achieving. It was all about being successful. It was all about being single-minded and focused and doing your best in everything that you do. And then counting that as a success. So that enhanced my competitive nature. And it was also a way of feeling loved and accepted in my family system. The more I achieved, the more that looked good, I received a lot more acknowledgement for who I thought I was. But none of it was who I was. None of it. So this month, what I'm going to ask you to start taking a look at is, how do you really define personal success? And it's not by what you've achieved. And it's not by how many great clothes are hanging in your closet or how much money's in your bank account. It's by who are you and how are you showing up in the world? How are you in contribution to the world? So I want you to ask yourself that this month. And I have some questions. One is, ask, who am I? Who am I really? And anyone who has taken any class should be able to answer that just off the top of their tongue. Who am I? God, Spirit, universal presence, light, love, peace, grace, abundance, oneness. Whatever you want to call the universe, whether you call it God or universal presence, I actually don't care. But yes, this is who you are. This is who you are made of. You came from this infinite, creative, very intelligent source of all life that is what I call spirit. This is what we are made of. This is who we really are. And last week, if you were here for the burning bowl, I asked you not to put into the burning bowl all the things you're going to do, but how are you going to show up in 2018? What qualities of the divine that is who you are that you are going to embody and exude through every pore of your body this year and vibrate at that level? Second question, what excites me? What lights a fire in my belly? Because you want to start embodying the things that really light a fire in your belly, that excite you, not doing what you think is expected of you, what you are told to do. What really, really excites you? Question number 3. Who do I do it for? Who do I do it for? Am I doing it for my husband? No. You're just a sitting duck there today, honey. Do I do it for Carol? No. Do I do it for any one particular person? No. Do I do what I do for my own personal selfish gain, or am I doing what I'm doing to serve and to raise up the vibration of the community that we live in, to raise up the vibration of our families, to raise up the vibration of the world, to be in contribution and service? And then the 4th question, what am I saying yes to? Which I mentioned earlier, but I'm going to put it another way too. If I am not saying no to the things that do not raise my vibration, to the things that are loving and in support of me showing up in the fullness of who I am, then what am I saying yes to? Because then you are inviting in something else that might not enhance your well-being. All of a sudden it got very quiet. I can hear the wheels turning. Number 5, am I seeing the sacredness in everything I encounter? Am I seeing the sacredness in everything I encounter? Even when I'm watching certain television stations or I'm encountering certain people on the subway, am I seeing the sacredness in each and every person and everything I encounter? In the Science of Mind textbook, Ernest Holmes says, within us and around us is a creative field. Behind the individual is a universal field of creative intelligence, and we can all use this creative power of the universal mind every time we use our own mind. Every time we use our own mind to think, to believe, to act. For all man is successful because we are already supplied with everything we require. We are already supplied with everything we require. And this morning, I actually did a course correction with one of the practitioners who said, we bring healing and creativity and love. And I'm like, no, we don't bring anything. We don't bring anything. It already exists. We open ourselves up to receiving it, to being it, to taking right and perfect action from this beautiful, intelligent energy that already exists as us and through us. The potential of all things exists in the universal wholeness of life, the unification and the understanding that we are all connected. There is no separation, and that is why everything is sacred. Everything belongs, even if it doesn't feel like it. And I do agree, and we had this conversation actually in the Science of Mind study group on Wednesday night. I do agree that we should name things that are filled with hatred, that are filled with greed, that are heinous, but we need to name it. We can't deny that it doesn't exist. But unless we first recognize the infinite nature and the underlying goodness of all life, along with our own imperfections, we will continue on a global as well as an individual level to attack destruction with methods of self-righteousness. And we have to stop doing that because it only deepens the problem. We can't solve a problem at the same level it exists. We must rise above it to a higher vibration. And this is Nonviolence 101. Nonviolence 101. Which is, we came to in the 20th century to finally start to get that. So if we're to experience profound personal success, there must be a congruence with our own consciousness between what we feel and do personally and privately, while taking a stance for the dismantling of structural and systemic destructive acts. We must take a stand for the dismantling of war, of corporate greed, of abuse to our earth. Because if we don't take a stance for this dismantling, then quietly or not so quietly, we're saying it's okay. No, we must stand up and take a stance for being in service to raising everyone up to this incredible vibration that it does exist already, this vibration of love, this vibration of peace. Because if we don't find the integration between ourselves and the world, we can continue to vibrate at the level of fear and chaos. And we don't want to do that anymore because then we just treat the symptoms. We don't go back in and change the actual cause. So the other night, I went to see the movie The Post. I won't give you any spoiler alerts. It is absolutely brilliant and timely. The Post with Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks, true story. The friend I was with said, and it was just before the movie started, she said, I'm going to go to a seminar that teaches the elderly how to deal with the chaos in the world because the world is more chaotic than ever. And I went, really? Well, is it that it's more chaotic or we choose to tune into the chaos? We're exposed to the chaos. And yes, do we get it a lot faster? Absolutely. But we have choice. Kind of left it at that because I didn't want to get into an argument with her before the movie. Didn't think that was such a good idea. It was a packed theater. And afterwards, I said, because for those of you who don't know, and I won't give anything away, except that the story involves 4 presidents and the Vietnam War. And I said, how can we say that our world is any more chaotic than what was happening then? It was just as chaotic and just as crazy. So how do we bring ourselves to it? Because I also said to her, maybe what we want to teach elders is resiliency and self-reliance and how to bring themselves differently to what's happening in the world. And I'm at the tail end of the baby boomers, so I guess I'm kind of in that elderly place, although I don't really feel it. I think I'm not close to one of the last years there. But I thought, we have a whole generation, the largest demographic right now, that has this divine opportunity to do their own heart work, become more resilient to the fast-changing world around us, and be an example of self-reliance, spiritual truth, love, and being a collective high vibration of love as an example to all the millennials over there. We have that opportunity. Well, a few of the millennials over there. So this is where we have choice. Why not use our minds and our hearts and bring love to everything chaotic that we experience and actually see how we respond differently? Because we can't have it both ways. We must recognize who we are and create this whole new baseline of personal success by recognizing our own capacity to choose love over fear. There is a wonderful TED Talk by Lisa Feldman Barrett. She's a neuroscientist, a psychologist, and the author of the book, How Emotions Are Made, The Secret Life of the Brain. Brilliant, brilliant TED Talk. She says, your emotions don't just happen to you, and they are not hardwired into your brain. No brain on this planet contains emotional circuits. Emotions are guesses based on past experience. I'm like, yes! Emotions are guesses based on past experiences. Predictions are primal. They help us to make quick sense of the world in a quick and efficient way so that your brain does not react to the present moment unless you train it to do so. And she said, this is where we have the capacity to train our minds to be present and really see what's going on in the moment instead of being emotionally hijacked and going back into past experiences and then guessing as to what's really happening right here, right now. Yeah. Wow, doesn't that sound a little bit like what Ernest Holm teaches? Because everyone is universal on the subjective side of life. And the individual only at the conscious point of perception. What do we perceive moment to moment to moment to moment? And then, are we getting hijacked? Because she goes on to say, we place meaning and emotion to everything we experience, and then we base our belief about ourselves or others on the world on what we are perceiving what is happening, instead of actually being with what is happening and knowing who you are. And of course, this is what we call secondary causation. We create beliefs based on what we experience out here. That goes to our own subjective mind. We believe it is true. And then, magically it keeps showing up in our life again. And this is where we have the opportunity to really bring ourselves back to the present moment. What's really going on here? And not allow ourselves to be hijacked. So what is it that you perceive think/believe about yourself. Do you really believe that you are this divine, powerful being, that you have gifts to share with the universe, with the world? You have something of value that is living inside of you, waiting to be expressed in some beautiful creative form for the rest of the world to be in wonder about. This is who you are. This is what I invite you to step in. You are not at the mercy of mythical emotional circuits, which are buried somewhere deep inside your ancient part of your brain, which now they don't even call the reptilian brain anymore. You have more control over your emotions and what you perceive than you ever believed you did. Your brain is wired so that you can change. You can change the ingredients so that your brain uses it to make emotion in a constructive, loving manner that then enables you to say, yeah, this is who I am, world. I am creative. I am powerful. I am brilliant. I have a right to stand up and be seen and shout out and use my voice and say yes to my personal success. Yes to who I am and what I want to give. So I invite you to really ask yourself those 4 questions. Actually, 5 questions. They were 5 questions. And you know what? I'll post them in the newsletter for next week so you can go over them again. So that you teach your brain how to predict differently by being present and coming back to the truth of who you are. You are the architect of your success. You have the power. So this month, say yes to your personal success. Namaste. I'm going to invite you to take out what you have to give to the center. Hold it in your hands. What you have to give is part of your personal success because you are giving it from your heart. And anytime you give from your heart, that is the most success anyone could ever give and receive. And as the baskets go around today, of course, we're going to stand up and sing our song, I Release and I Let Go.
There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was in hand. But now I can say, if you're discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. And this is what I have to say. I release and I let go. Let the spirit from my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. Said I'm free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the spirit from my life. Said my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I Said I'm free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Okay, come on up. Just do a quick blessing there, Nick.
Yes, I recognize the divine givingness, the one source. I see that in all of our faces, and I recognize and honor and give gratitude for the gifts, the bounty, the infinite bounty that comes from the one source, and all of the gifts that everyone gave. I'm grateful that we have this vibrant center and all of this givingness. I release the word to the law with peace and confidence. Please join me in saying, and so it is.
I release and I let go. Let the spirit run my life. Set my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. Said I'm free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Said I'm free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Said I'm free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Oh, before we kick off today, I just want to say, first of all, thank you to Brendan. Great to have you back. Rustin, Brian, Carrie, and our guest vocalist, Aidan Farrell. And then there's a whole lot of people to thank for making this glorious service possible today. And that is Linda, Tasha, Margaret Ann, Rebecca, Cohen, Kim, Jim, and Marge. Thank you for your setup and all that you do. Carol, thank you for your meditation. Beautiful. Nick, your words of wisdom. Good for you for writing something. I love it. Thank you. And our community, yes. Our community practitioner today is Lena. Lena, stand up. If you would like prayer, you have something heavy on your heart, Lena will know the truth of you. So you can go see her in the back in the prayer room after service. And lastly, thank you to everyone online for joining us, and thank you to all of you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your warm Sunday. And we'll see you next week. We are going to finish off with, have you ever seen the rain? I don't know, rain kind of seems like a distant memory, but we can conjure it up in our minds.
Have you ever seen the snow?
Have you ever seen the snow?
1, 2, 3, ah.
Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, a little rain, a sunny day. And I know, shining down like water. And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Yesterdays and days before, sun is cold and rain is hard. I know, been that way for all my life. Till forever on it goes, through the circle fast and slow. I know, it can't stop, I wonder. And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Yeah. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Have a great week, everybody.